Alright, so I'm going in with the e.l.f. Cosmetics Jelly Pop Dew Primer right here. It's been my favorite primer. I feel like I'm already running out of it, so I'm just going to put it on my face. Alright, so every time I touch my face gets super red, so ignore that because we are super close up. So anyways, as you guys can tell by the title and probably the cover photo of this video, we're going to be using this new Urban Decay. It's a blender sponge. I don't know if it has a cool name. It just says blender sponge. So anyways, it comes in this package like this, and I can read the details of it. So here is the sponge right here. So I was actually asked by Champagne Shelly on Twitter, and actually have her on like all social medias. This is Shelly. She's so nice and so supportive of me. I was asked by her to review this, which was really nice because I actually wanted this, but it's like $20, and I was like, I ain't buying that. But she asked me, and I was like, okay, I gotta buy it, and now I gotta try it out. So as you guys can tell, it looks like a regular sponge, but then it has this silicone part right here, which is like, you know, different because sponges don't normally have that. So what is the purpose of this? I really wasn't sure like what was supposed to make it different, but as I'm reading it, it says, build it up, baby. This double-sided sponge gives you everything you need to customize any look. Use the silicone center, which is of course that middle part, to max out your coverage. Then blend and diffuse with the super soft sponge. So use this part right here to go ahead and pack it on heavy and then blend out with this side. So that's what we're gonna do. Blah, blah, blah. It says to dampen it. And then it says blah, blah, blah. Those hard to reach spots, a breeze to extend the life of your makeup sponge. Wash with mild soap and water after every use, of course. So thank you, Shelly, for getting me to get this sponge, because you guys know I'm pretty cheap and I need to branch out and buy things that you guys are more interested in, which is normally not cheap stuff. So we're just gonna go ahead and tuck this hair back, and I'm gonna be using the Laura Geller Cover Lock Cream Foundation right here. I have the color Porcelain, which I really love, and this blends out nice on my skin, so we're gonna try it out today. Just gonna go ahead and start it out with this, and as it says, to go ahead and use this silicone part and start buffing it in. So this, like, I guess maximizes the coverage, which actually is already doing that, because normally when I use the other sponge it's already diluting it, so that's pretty cool. So I'm just gonna buff that around like that, and then what I'm gonna do is I think I'm gonna do this across the whole face just to kind of see how it blends. Like, I'm really just intrigued because I already know the other side of the sponge is going to do okay, but I'm really intrigued to see if I can blend my whole face with that. So let's go ahead and see. What if I can put this over my eyelids? So like, you can see it doesn't blend as well, but as you go in, it does. But I think you're meant to blend it with this side, of course. But I mean, that's pretty cool. Even though you have to work a little more, I feel like you can just use that to blend it, which is really nice. So I'm gonna go ahead and just pack the foundation on that. That looks so crazy. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that around the whole face, and let's see what happens. I feel like it's just working pretty good. Like, I'm not mad at it. Like, it's kind of like weird because you're not using the soft sponge on your face. But yeah, I couldn't like get it into like my hairline area, as you could probably tell. I really have to use like a soft part of the sponge to do that, because my hair is so light, and like any color gets in it, then my hair starts turning like gold. So let's do it across the whole face. I mean, it is giving me more coverage than the foundation normally does, just doing this. So I don't know what it's gonna do like when I dilute it with the other side of the sponge. But I mean, it is packing the coverage on very well. Now for the nose area, no. That is not good for the nose area. Like, at all. I mean, that's like not blending well. Okay. I mean, it's cool. Like, it feels different, but it really is maxing on the coverage like it says. Like, this is making it so much more full coverage. So we already have that done. This is gonna be like a super short video. I'm gonna go to the other side and start blending out fully. I'm not gonna lie, it kind of feels weird when you're holding it like that. So maybe hold it like this, which is kind of hard to do, but Yeah, let's see. So not gonna lie, I really like super soft sponges, but not too soft. But this one's pretty hard. Like, it's really not that soft. So I was like, because it's really not that soft. But I mean, I feel like it's blending out good. Like, I'm not mad at it. I mean, I feel like it actually looks really good onto the skin where I like added full coverage onto it. So that's like really cool because I really wasn't sure if it was gonna do that, because I know that like trend was going on with the silicone sponges and everybody was using it, and I don't think I did a video using one. I don't remember if I did, but I remember it was just like, what the I just remember it was like, what the hell is this silicone sponge? And it wasn't cool, and I don't think anyone actually really liked them. They just like used them because they were trending. So that's what I was thinking this kind of was, but it's actually like, it's got a cool concept to it, like packing on the coverage. So, I mean, so far so good. I think it's looking really good right now. So I'm gonna get more and put it on the nose with the soft spot because not working too well with the hard spot. It's really not good to get into like those tough places like it was saying. I just have like another sponge that I've been loving so much that is way better to get into those hard places. So I'm being like judgmental on that behalf just because I know I have better that I enjoy with that. But I mean it's blending out pretty nicely. I feel like there's some spots that it's not like super nice, but it's like it's blending out pretty good. All right, so we have the foundation on. I'm gonna go in with concealer now, which I feel like is gonna be like the toughest part. So I'm gonna be using the Liquid Camouflage Concealer by Catrice right here, and then I have the color, I always forget the colors I use all the time. Okay, so this is Fair Ivory, and I'm just gonna put it on the inner corner and under the eyes, like getting it under the inner corner, and then pretty much the rest of my face, nothing different. All right, so starting out with this side, we're gonna start packing it on. I just wonder if it will like blend out with like just that side. All right, so blending out the forehead area. That like blends okay, but then it also is kind of patchy in some spots, so I'm gonna go over with the sponge. And I feel like my video is a lot darker than the other ones because this is an automatic camera and has no manual for the video, so I can't change the lighting and it's really stupid. So I'm gonna try to edit it on here and change it, but I don't know. So hopefully you guys can see good. So just blending it out. I feel like I didn't talk too much, but like just blending it. I feel like it does pretty good. It's really hard to get into that eye area though, like under my eye. So I'm gonna go in with the other side and do that because it's pretty hard right there. Oh yeah, that blended nice. I'm pretty happy with that. So gonna do it again. I got a little bit around my nose. I mean, it just picks up everything on the sponge. So pack it around my head again because I think there was more concealer on this side. So flipping it around. Okay, so that's pretty much all there is to talk about this. So I did the entire face with this. So I'm gonna be honest, I feel like this part right here does add the coverage because this concealer really isn't that much coverage. But when I built it up with this first, it really did. It made it look a lot more full coverage, and I feel like it did that with the rest of the face. So I think this is really, really cool. It blends out super nicely. It's kind of weird and different, so it is a weird feeling, but I feel like you probably shouldn't get discouraged by that because obviously it is a different kind of item. So I would say test it out, see if it works for you. This part of the sponge actually is a lot harder than the kind of sponges I like, but it still worked. It still did the job. I didn't feel like I had to work too hard differently. Using this part, it did seem like I was working too hard because I was just building it up, but I feel like that's the extra step you have to do if you want that extra coverage. So that was super nice. I feel like it was super, super cool to use. So I don't know if I'm going to be using it all the time, but I feel like I am going to use it more because it was actually pretty cool. So anyways, thank you, Shelly, for telling me to get this sponge and review it for you guys. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please make sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and let me know down below in the comments what other kind of items you'd like to see me film.